Welcome back to Nostalgia Bros.
Children might be watching this, Troy.
Spoilers!
Gonna lose it! No! No! Are you kidding me?
Three, two, one.
Welcome back to Nostalgia Bros, guys. We are back to some Banjo-Kazooie. Gonna see how much we can try and get done in one shot. So we got this orange, even the orange talks.
Oh my god. Everything talk?
Everything talks. Everything is an item and everything talk.
Oh, this makes me so angry. Things that don't talk.
Also, this level gives you jiggies for like nothing at all.
Yeah.
The game obviously progressively gets harder, and that requires a little bit more trouble, but at the current moment, not too much.
Oh! Kazooie can use the eggs for ammo.
Yeah, so now we learn our first move of this level, which is shooting an egg out of the mouth. Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't make much sense, but it's great.
So, I thought eggs came out the other end.
Oh no, you can do that too.
Okay. Okay, so if he shoots them out his mouth, it's like a bullet, but if he poops them out, then it's a bomb, right?
No, it's like a slow drop. Because if you poop something out, it doesn't have much velocity, but if you like shoot out the front,
I don't know about that, man. Poop something out, it usually has some pretty good velocity. Or is that just me?
This is more of like a dangler. So yeah, no, we gotta kill this asshole.
A dangler. Why is that funny? So does every enemy have such a great personality and they all talk to you?
Yeah, everything. Even like the notes talk to you, jiggies talk to you in the very beginning. I had an orange talk to me. So now there's a little bonus in each level. Like whenever I say every level, that includes like the lobby level, which is Gruntilla's lair. There is 10 hidden jiggies in just the
lair.
Yeah, in the actual getting around between levels.
Wow.
Almost all of them, if not all, require you to hit a switch in the level.
Oh, to unlock them.
To activate an event, which will cause you the ability to get to it. I can't because I haven't learned the ability yet, which I forgot because I'm so used to just having everything.
I'm just so used to having everything. It's like trying to play Mega Man X and not having all your upgrades, and then realizing, oh shit, I hate my life.
Well, this is one of the, they followed a very good set of the, move progression. A lot of games just, as I said, they just throw out something and you're like, why do I need this? And then you're like, oh, I gotta open a door. Well, I'm not gonna shoot that ever again. Which is kind of like Metroid did a little bit with some of, the missile upgrades that you're like, this is only useful against one type of enemy that I'm only going to fight in this one area.
Well, no, because usually for Metroid especially, the end level will have a use for every skill you've picked up over the game.
Yeah. So now to get the other skill that I desperately need.
It seems like Banjo just carries Kazooie around and Kazooie does all the work.
It's a working relationship. You gotta... Someone does half the work, the other one does the other half.
No, but because Banjo doesn't do anything. You even attack by using Kazooie.
No, you can attack with Banjo. You can roll and you do his little punchy thing.
He basically just seems like a glorified.
See, Kazooie can carry him too.
So can you just play this entire game as Kazooie?
I'm sure you could. Banjo does get some moves later. Well, no, not really. He's kind of in this game, Banjo doesn't do as much. In the actual next game, he does quite a bit more.
I was going to say, Banjo seems like the useless protagonist.
No, they're still a pair, right?
No, but all he does is carry Kazooie around. But then Kazooie can carry him.
Yeah, but that's just because Kazooie can go up hills and that. Again, in the next game, they kind of realize that, and most people don't pick that up right away because the game's amazing. But since you're not playing it, you don't understand.
I'm also really good at tearing things apart.
I don't know. But it's still up there, Banjo does get some moves later, but for the most part, yeah, he just carries Kazooie around until Kazooie needs to do the thing.
It carries Kazooie around until Kazooie needs to do the thing.
Well, Kazooie, again, she's... The main purpose of Kazooie is to do, one or two things.
But she's doing everything.
That's just because I'm lazy and I try and do this as quick as possible. She's faster. You can climb up and down hills. Need to try and find, like, there's one more important upgrade I need.
Banjo is a glorified piggyback.
But yeah, this level, man, just throws it out at you. They
don't even make you work for it.
It's such a gimme level. But it's great, because you'll need that. If you want to try and speedrun it, this is the kind of place that you have to do it. Once you start getting to, like, Rusty Bucket Bay and, like, TikTok Forest and all that crap.
Your life starts to suck?
It's just, like, the levels are actually quite a bit bigger than this, and you got to do more to get around the level.
Okay, so you just max out the first few stages, and then it can carry you for a little while?
Yeah. Yeah, you just do, like, the easiest levels with, like... There's some that are easy without having to be necessarily, like... Where, like, it's early. Like, there's some levels that are later that are early or easy, and then there's some early levels that are not difficult, but you got to do more than you'd like to.
They just suck a significant amount more than this one does?
Nothing gives up more than this level. This is the easiest of the levels. Now, for everyone watching, you will get to see a few quick secrets, because they are not out of the way by any means. Oh, like a Jiggy. And then there's also another Jiggy for getting in the eye, and then there's another Jiggy for all breaking down those huts.
Man, this game just throws it at you.
Well, like, when you first start playing the game, right? Like,
no, they're trying to teach you the mechanics of the game by giving you an easy level, but so then later on in the game, when you understand the mechanics, you can't give them any shit for not understanding how you got there.
This is also, again, fairly early in, like, actual 3D game development. Like, the 64 was one of the very few that brought it together. So, it's just one of those things that, like, most people weren't ready for this. Like, it was a lot harder than they thought. Especially when you're coming from, like,
oh, wow.
Mega Man X, where it's, oh yeah, now I can smash things.
You can do a ground pound?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's better than ground pound, because it uses both of them. She just kind of pokes her head out.
Oh my god. That looks like she's breaking her neck.
Oh, and the next one, there's one where you do, like, this, like, spin, and it does the same thing, but it does... This game's cool. Like, they brought new style, like, power-ups. Mario, they had, like, 3 caps, and that was your entire, like, assortment of new things you could do.
Your whole arsenal. But see, Mario is built around the skill of the gamer more than it is anything else.
Well, yeah, there's that, too. Like, Mario doesn't need the extra skills. But that's really what set Banjo-Kazooie apart from it. Otherwise, you'd be like, oh, this is just Mario with a bird and a bear.
Bird, the bear, and the bird, the bear.
Yeah, really. Okay, so... Gotta come pick up some more of these guys. So, oh yeah, so the way this one works is... In this one, there's the shaman Mumbo, who will say that he's the best thing since sliced bread. And I don't know if it was the best thing before sliced bread, but... it wasn't him.
It was probably not getting the plague. Was the best thing before sliced bread.
This was not dying of many, many diseases that were available at the time. So yeah, just gonna run over here.
Canned water. That's the new cool thing, by the way.
Canned water?
Canned water.
Tastes just like aluminum.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, so I gotta go hit this little switch over here, because... want to get as many early jiggies so I can just power game through this. Also, I've played this game many a time, so I know basically every jiggy in the game. It's just such a good game that you cannot play it multiple times, and the only thing Microsoft did right with Banjo-Kazooie was re-releasing the originals on the 360. Nuts and Bolts, not a Banjo-Kazooie game.
What's Nuts and Bolts?
They made a third game. Because Microsoft bought Rare, the company that made this, and Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
And...
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts? Or?
Yeah, Nuts and Bolts came out. If you look at the level, one of the other guys on the internet, JonTron, he made a very good point. And if you look at the levels, they're very open, and they're very much designed like this. And what he said, which I agree with, is it looks like they basically made the stages for a Banjo-Kazooie game, which would be like a adventure platformer. and then made it a cart game. And we're like, yeah, we don't. It feels like Microsoft at the last minute was like, no one plays those games anymore. These kids today want them kart racers with the building of nothing, and it does nothing at all. More Call of Duty.
Call of Duty! I can't wait till I'm 70 and the original Call of Duty is looked back on as a classic.
It really is. Like, the very first...
No, I mean, like, not the original Call of Duty. I mean, like, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, is going to be looked back on as, like, the best thing ever.
You know what? When it came out, it was an unreal game. The 7 copies of it that were just $60 map packs. I'm not going to say anything about that.
With an epic 30-minute campaign.
That's what games dissolve into, right? Like, single player is like the last thing you think about, except for like the very few gems. And now, like, when I go back and play these games, it's like, man, I don't need friends. Friends. Oh yeah, so Mumbo turns you into a different thing each level. It's not always an animal. It's not even always objects that are like, you know, the most readily thing.
Okay, so now you're an ant.
But no, I'm a termite. Not even an ant.
Oh god, do you still have Kazooie?
Yeah, this is still a backpack, but we get transformed as one.
Oh, the two of you together?
Yeah, so the ants...
So Mumbo like fuses you into a disgusting hybrid termite who has the minds of both the protagonists?
Nah, they only have one mind, but... yeah, so they comment on how much they like my backpack and shorts. Because you still, like... The trope is still that whenever you change, you are still Banjo-Kazooie. Get out of the...
They still know who you are?
No, they have no idea, but... So yeah, I got all 100 notes, which is very important for this, and... You just gotta get to the top of this. Normally, like, when you transform, there's a few, like, maybe 1 to 2 things, except for, like, select levels that have a bunch of uses for it. Not many.
This one's just the last Jiggy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. At least, like, it's one of the last.
No, there's 10. You
yeah,
said,
there
right?
we go. Yeah, you get the nice music cue. No fall.
No fall damage.
Yeah. Termites are pretty ballin'. So now, if anyone remembers the switch from like a whole like 10 minutes ago, that's about to come into play in like about a second.
But don't you mean the next episode?
Yeah. See ya.